I am Nicole Burbage. I am a South Carolina realtor, appraiser, and real estate photographer. I also, along with my husband and family, own King Gully Cattle and Goat Company. We primarily raise beef cattle, meat goats, and grow a little bit of hay. About 2005, my parents bought our property that I grew up at, and it was our first farm that we actually lived at, and it was a whopping 3 acres. And then through the years, we acquired cows, and it just grew and just kept acquiring acres to add back to the farm. In 2019, Shiloh and I bought this property that we're at now, and we've done the same thing. So we're constantly adding acreage, adding diversification to our operation. So in 22, there was an egg shortage, and I was getting lots of calls, being a local farm, of people wanting laying hens. So I had a brainstorm to raise a few hundred laying hens. I profited enough to start my own laying hen operation and also purchase my racing pigeons, along with building a coop. I've always been fascinated with racing pigeons and using them to profit with the Charleston market and the wedding industry. So for us as a small farm, it's really important not to put all of your eggs into one basket. You have to diversify. So if one entity of that operation fails, the other parts of it can pull you through. One of our biggest goals here on the farm is to make sure that we are making it more profitable as we move into the future and really making a sustainable operation so we can leave it to our children and future generations and really give them a good baseline, more than what we started with. So in 2012, Mr. Harry Dupree, the president of Berkeley County Farm Bureau, reached out to my mom and I about becoming more involved in our county farm bureau. Little did I know that would be one of the greatest blessings to my family. We found not only a great organization of farmers that we could network with, but also an organization that represents and protects us through legislation. I'm now on the board of directors for Berkeley County. Shiloh and I served a 2-year term on the state Young Farmer and Ranchers Committee. And this year, I am a founding member of the South Carolina Small Ruminants Advisory Committee. The first year, we decided to do direct-to-consumer production with our meat goats. We found there were very few processors that were USDA certified that had the bandwidth to also process goats. We brought that issue to our county farm bureau, and through the farm bureau policy development process, we were able to bring those concerns to the state level, and they came up with a number of solutions. Through this one instance, Farm Bureau gave me the opportunity to be a voice for other goat farmers dealing with the same processing issues as us. Being a part of Young Farmer and Ranchers really opened my eyes to what all Farm Bureau does for its members and for farmers in general, from advocating on a state and national level, getting things passed into law that's going to protect us and be in our best interest. With Farm Bureau, you're not just a farmer. We have that responsibility and that power to protect what we have today and what we want to pass on to our children for future generations so they can continue to farm.